what's the weather like in San Francisco this weekend?
Daytime temperatures will hover around 65 degrees.
Yes. I need a break from this heat. I snuck in a quick haircut, and that may have been a mistake because, well, my flight was delayed. So I was like, oh cool, plenty of time. And then it was undelayed. So, we'll see how this goes. Okay, I made it. Quick and easy flight to Oakland? Well, I almost made it to San Francisco, just across the bay in Oakland. Wow. Hello. So we'll okay, cool. Spin a Pokestop, get a gift, shiny check a Makuhita, never find a shiny. That was an easy excellent throw. I'm still working on that excellent throw quest. First catch of the day, and then, yeah, sure, Magneton, why not? So obviously I'm up here for Community Day. This weekend is Eevee Community Day, and it's a special one. It's the first time we've ever had a 2-day Community Day weekend. And of course, Shiny Eevee has 5 possible evolutions right now. 7 once we add 4th generation, and then 8 once we get to Gen 6. So, we're gonna need to catch a lot. Back in San Francisco for Community Day. I've done one here before, but this time it's different because I'm here with Niantic, I'm here with the production company. We're here filming another episode of the series. And by the way, did you see the last episode of the series from Pokémon GO Fest? You should go watch it. We've actually had a lot of people asking us what's going on in San Francisco. They saw it in the teaser, in the video. There was a little stamp with the trolley car. It's here, it's San Francisco, it's this weekend. It's Community Day. There's not really a big event. There's nothing going on, nothing planned. We're just here to spend some time with the community. So with that being said, we're not doing like an official Community Day meetup. If we do a meetup, it'll be tomorrow afternoon or evening. Today, as you're watching this, Friday afternoon, evening, after our production meeting and all that during the day. So that's gonna kind of be a last minute announcement probably, but check Twitter and I'll let you know as soon as I have time. As soon as we figure out when we can do this little meetup, we'll do it. We'll let you know. Twitter. The last thing I definitely need to touch on is this Swablu, which is not shiny. The last thing is the special move. Eevee is gonna know Last Resort on Community Day. And, well, Niantic shared a video. They purposely charged up the move completely and then used it as the final attack so that we can't actually see how much damage it deals. So we don't really know if Last Resort is even a good move at this point. But with that said, obviously on Eevee, you're not gonna be using Eevee as a gym battler most of the time. And you're probably not going to be using normal type attacks most of the time. Also, because they're not super effective against anything. That said though, evolving an Eevee on Community Day will actually ensure that the evolution, no matter what it is, knows Last Resort. And that's actually going to last until 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific time on Monday. So 23 hours. So for 23 hours after Community Day ends in the Americas and Greenland, you'll be able to evolve an Eevee and its evolution will know Last Resort. The question is, do you really want it? My answer is, probably not. Not really. It's not that important, I don't think, unless at some point a battle system rework happens. We know PvP is hopefully coming by the end of the year. So Last Resort could be a better move in the future than it is now. It could be more useful in some way. But personally, I wouldn't stress it. It's cool because this way, if you catch a shiny Eevee, you'll have time to set it as your buddy, walk 10 kilometers, evolve it at night to get Umbreon, walk 10 kilometers, evolve it during the day to get Espeon. So it allows you time to get all those evolutions. Since this is a 2-day community day weekend, are we still calling it community day? But alongside Last Resort, also triple Stardust for catching Pokemon, which is good if you have a stack of Pokemon in your research rewards. You should probably try to get through those, but maybe spend your community day actually trying to find Eevee, because you need like 8 of them, 9 if you want every evolution plus an Eevee as a shiny form. The great thing is, though, we have trading, so if you evolve and get 3 Flareon in a row, you're bound to find someone who got 3 Jolteon in a row, 3 Vaporeon in a row, and you can trade with them. So I'm expecting lots of trades to go down on Community Day this weekend. And yeah, it's Mission Dolores Park. For as many times as I've been to San Francisco, I've actually never been here. Hippie Hill.
What? Thank you.
So I know it sounds like it doesn't really make a lot of sense doing Community Day without organizing something for the community, but again, because we're here with the production, we don't get to organize it. You hear what I'm saying here? We don't personally get to organize it, but we'll be with the community on Saturday and Sunday. So keep an eye on Twitter, maybe on the Silph Road app, look for our sprites there, but we don't get to organize it. Just a couple last things before I wrap this up. One, a Redditor named 1 Foot on the Gas posted a video that proves that you can pre-walk an Eevee 10 kilometers. So if you walk 10 kilometers, remember the requirement, the trick to getting Umbreon and Espeon after you've used the names once is to walk 10 kilometers with an Eevee, earn 2 buddy candies, and then evolve it during the day while it's still your buddy. Evolve it during the day to get Espeon, or evolve it at night to get Umbreon. Now, if you walk 10 kilometers and earn 2 candies with an Eevee, switch a buddy. You can walk another 10 kilometers with a different Eevee, and when you switch back to that first Eevee, the one that you walked 10 kilometers with, as long as it's your buddy, when you evolve it, you'll get Espeon during the day or Umbreon at night. So if you want to have Eevee ready to go to evolve to Espeon or Umbreon for whatever reason, you can do that. You can pre-walk them. Again, I don't think Last Resort is that important to have on Espeon or Umbreon or any of the evolutions at this point. But if you get a shiny and you want to evolve it as soon as possible, just set the shiny as your buddy right away, and you can walk 10 kilometers in 3 hours. Probably, right? Depends on where you are. But again, remember, you have until Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific time to get Last Resort on the evolution. If you don't want Last Resort on the evolution, you have all the time in the world to evolve your shiny Eevee to Espeon or Umbreon. And then one last thing, I just want to throw this out there because it's affecting people right now. On the newest update, I believe it's 0.111.4. Let me just confirm. Yeah, 0.111.4. If you're on that version, feeding a berry to a Pokemon and then running away and coming back to it will cause the game to crash. So if you fed berries to the Pokemon that are in your stack of research rewards, you won't be able to catch them. Basically, encountering a Pokemon that already has a berry fed to it, no good. So just keep that in mind if you were planning on going through your research tasks and you've already fed berries to them. Don't do it on this version. If you're on Android, you can downgrade to an older version. If you're on iOS, don't update yet, but just putting it out there because I know a lot of people are going to try to get through their stacks on Community Day for the double Stardust, triple catch Stardust. But be careful. If you feed a berry, leave the Pokemon and come back, game's going to crash. Okay, that's it. Community Day coming very soon. Again, keep an eye on Twitter. See you guys tomorrow.